Tyler Walton, one of the drivers in the Rich Glosser stable of micro sprints, 600 micro sprints, and as you just said, you're really the only permanent guy that Rich has driving for him, but you always seem to have 2 or 3 teammates, and it'll be that way at the Dreamat Green as well. But Tyler, thanks for joining us, and you're already off to a good start with Rich. Won a couple of races and running well. What's the goal for the Dream? You just coming loaded for bear, ready to win?
Pretty much. We want to win. That's the goal. It's been quite a start with him. Won 2 out of the last 3 races, Dan last year, and had quite a run yesterday at Trailway. Went 11th to 2nd. Got caught up in a wreck at the end, but we had the best car, and real excited. He's got great engines, good cars. We have a really good chance.
That's excellent. And I know over your career, much success, but you've been known pretty much as a big track guy, quarter miles and up, I guess.
Yeah.
But got that first win at Lanco last year, so that kind of helped your confidence coming in here to Greenwood.
Oh yeah. I get a bad rap. Everybody thinks I can only win on the big tracks.
Bad, but
we win a lot on the big tracks. I like them. I like to go fast. But we did win Lanco. That was a big win, biggest win probably in my career. But then we came up last year to Greenwood Valley. First time I've been up there in 2 years, probably ran place Alexander. Across the finish line 2nd. We came up late to the scales then, but I say we finished 2nd. But we had a really good run. It gives me a lot of confidence. I think we got a really good chance.
you'll have to find out what Rutherford's secret is, you know, to make sure you make weight. I think that's what his trick was over the winter. Just make sure you don't you're not light crossing those scales.
Eat a couple more cheeseburgers.
There you go.
Order something.
Eat a big lunch at the Loop before you get to the racetrack.
As a promoter, I don't really know you, but you know you're a big name in the 600 division. You weren't at the event last year. What brings you back this year? Is it just because different car owner, not Dad Rich, or you know, shed some light why you weren't here last year, but now you're here at the table this year?
Honestly, we should have been up here last year. Greenwood Valley is a place I've never had success. I think I only ran here 7-8 times. I ran Greenwood, and we either got caught up in a wreck, we lost fuel pumps. We never burned up fuel pumps. I think we burned up 3 weeks in a row fuel pump in Greenwood Valley, and Dad just said that's enough, you know. Path Valley was real close on Saturday nights for us. That's where we went. But I have nothing against the place. I like the place. It's fun. And driving for Rich, obviously, he wants to hit the big shows. And we're definitely going to be there this year and all the other big races. I should have been up there last year. I apologize.
That's all right. I mean, you know, it's tough. Jerry and I sit, we talk, how do we get guys from Trailways, Lanco, Hamlin, to come to an event like this? We purposely have it at the beginning of the year before everybody's open. You know, what's the chatter from the people that didn't support it last year that we're trying to get this year? Did we do well by restructuring the purse?
I think so. I think what you guys did last year, you already had people talking all year for this year. I mean, you've done a great job. I know I had it on my schedule right away to come up here for sure. And I think it should be real good with car counts and everything. I'm really excited about it. I think you're doing a great job with it.
Thank you. We talk about the format. I try to give the racers multiple chances, not just to draw, redraw. You know, you got to earn your stripes to get into that dash, and then 40 laps in the feature. What do you like about this spot?
Well, I don't know. It's definitely new for me because I'm used to the whole passing point system, a lot like Speed Week. This is going to be a little new to me, but I agree. It gives you more chances. You have the qualifying races. You have the heat race. It's going to give everybody a chance with the time trials. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be, you got to go right off the bat, you know. But I like it. I think it's going to be really interesting. The revenge draw, I'm not so sure about. I don't know. Hopefully, I get lucky and Star gives me a good number again, like he did at the Blaze Alexander. It's going to be interesting.
You have enemies you're afraid of in that redraw?
Well, the guy standing back there.
Now, we heard Rutherford talk that he doesn't like the revenge draw. He didn't want to identify the teammates. You have 2 teammates in this race.
At least.
And you know, Rich might have something else planned, but I seen 3 pre-entries this week from Rich. What's that like, having teammates? I mean, you drove for your father in the Ford, now you drive for somebody, plus have 2 teammates. You know, tell us about that. Does that change your style at all?
Well, it's definitely different. Because I'm a full-time driver, you know, it seems like each big show we got somebody different that can step in. So I got Lewis went down to Florida with me, and now we're all stepping in. It's kind of different. I'm just kind of doing my own thing. It's not permanent. We kind of got me figured out. These other guys coming in, it's always fun. But I don't want to lose to them, I can tell you that. I lost to Lewis in Florida. I was kind of tippy about that. I definitely want to be the #1 guy in the state.
So how does this work? Revenge draw. If you're playing it, somebody plants you 10th because you said quick time, then you draw 2. Are you hooking up with Jawas or Lewis, or what does Rich tell you? Does he coach you?
Well, I'm not going to want to make him mad. I'm probably going to have to hook up Raw, but I don't know.
Not Lewis though?
No, not Lewis. I don't think he'd do it for me.
I don't think his dad would let him.
Not baby boy.
You'll never lose that reputation. Never.
But yeah, the revenge draw, it's going to be interesting. It helps if you have a lot of friends. I don't know, you're always making buddies walking up there for sure. I worry about it sometimes, but I don't know. It'll be interesting.
That's the revenge draw, but in the race itself, if it's coming down, you know, you're getting close to that money lap. Does the owner say, all right, boys, let's make sure we're able to push the cars on the trailer when it's over? Or does he say, do what you got to do?
To me, it doesn't matter what he tells me. I know what I'm there for. I'm there to win. You know? I'm going there to win. I'm not going there to finish second. It is what it is. I don't like to lose. So I hope we're all ready.
I don't think I've raced with Rob. We've never had a problem, but I can tell you, if you're going to drive by Ross for the win, you'll learn that.
Tyler, realistically, you want to qualify #1.
Oh, yeah,
That's the number one.
That's number one.
But then going into the race, and we were asking other drivers the same thing. Obviously, you just said it, you don't like to lose. But in a big show like this, with a tough competition, top 10 will be okay? Or do you go home upset if you finish 9th?
No, I wouldn't be happy.
Okay.
If we could somehow squeeze out top 5, I would be tickled. Just for Rich and give him a good finish. To me personally, that's still a loss. You know, second to me is a loss. But like I said, we got great support, great cars. You know, I just want to finish good for sparring, for Hyper, Rich, everybody that helps me. I got a lot of guys that help. They're there every week. We want to do good for them. So I'm not going to wreck it, you know, but I want to get out there.
Do you think your experience helps? You know, you've been at all the Speed Week races and all the big shows, the Gold Wreck Memorials at Trailway. When it comes to a big money race like this, does that experience become a factor?
Yeah, I think it helps, yeah. I mean,
eases your nerves, I guess that's what.
Definitely does that, yeah. I mean, I still get nervous, don't get me wrong. Especially at Greenwood, I'll be real nervous. If we're lucky enough to have a good starting spot and we're up there, just because I don't know the track that well. Like I said, last year at the Blaze was the first time we've been there in a couple years. We ran really strong. We probably should have won, could have won. But it's not a place I'm familiar with, so yeah, I'll be nervous. I'll be nervous for sure.
Can you count on your buddies for like, hey, where do I hit my mark? Where are the marks here at Greenwood? I'm not that familiar. Can you count on them for an honest answer?
At the Blaze, I got real lucky. Fuzzy, Jason Van Dorn set my car up for me.
Okay.
Well, now this year he's going to car there wheeling himself. So I was already joking with him. I don't think I'm getting any setup help. So I don't know. I don't think anybody's going to help me, but we're going to try to hit it ourselves. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Follow up?
Glad you're here this year.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Thank you very much. Tyler Walton.